Hello and welcome to the National Beta Club Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but will be around for the entire session to answer any questions you may have. My name is Jenny, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/nationalbeta. That's strivescan.com/nationalbeta. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, Jacksonville State University.
Good evening. So several years ago, I went online and started searching around for more information about Jacksonville State. And one of the first things that I saw was a video, and it was referring to Jack State as the friendliest campus in the South. And to be completely honest with you, my first thought was kind of rolled my eyes. There is no way somebody's going around and actually ranking campuses for who's the friendliest. So fast forward about a month, and I go and visit campus. It was summertime. Very nice day, but because it was summer, not many students were there. Got there a little early, so I decided to walk around campus. And during that time, I passed by 5 people on the sidewalk. All 5 of them smiled and said, "Hey, how are you?" 3 of those 5 probably could tell I was completely lost, had no idea where I was going. Followed up and said, "Can I help you find something?" Come to find out, there's not actually a person who goes around ranking campuses for who's the friendliest. Um, but I do think we'd have a good shot if they did. But it's more of a motto. It's something that people really strive to live by. Um, it's something that we just want to let people know that you matter to us. And so that taught me several things through that first experience, and then several experiences and the experience I've continued to have since. One is that you should visit campus, and I'll say that for any of these schools that you're interested in. Visiting campus is a huge part of that. The second is that people just really want to make me feel welcome. And then the third is that people really want to help. Those people that I passed on the sidewalk, they had no idea what my destination was. What was important to them in that moment is that they were there to support me in that journey. My name is Brett Underwood, by the way. I don't know if I said that earlier. But I'm the coordinator of out-of-state recruitment. And I do want to take a couple minutes and just give some information about JSU. As you can see, we're located in the northeast corner of Alabama, almost directly between Atlanta, Georgia, and Birmingham, Alabama. One thing that we really prioritize is experiences. So that's both inside the classroom and out. We want to create an environment where you get to learn by doing, that you get to try new things, and that you get to be a part of a community. One way that you'll learn by doing is in your classroom. So in these classes, this could be a forensic investigation program where they have a floor of a building that's set up as various mock crime scenes that you get to investigate. It could be geography, where students are learning how to pilot drones, or film, where they're shooting documentaries in a professional film studio, or applied engineering using robotics, 3D printers, and other machines to build things. You can see a lot of programs here. That's just a few of them, and everyone kind of has their own way to make sure that what you're learning, you're also figuring out how that thing comes to life, which is what's really important for us. When it comes to trying new things, that may be studying abroad in Spain, or South Korea, or Paris, or Sweden. It may be going to watch a theater production, or watch our award-winning marching band. It could be attending a new sporting event. I think we have great football and basketball and those kind of mainstream sport experiences, but maybe you haven't watched much volleyball, or seen a rifle team, or been to a bowling match in person. Our women's bowling team actually just won the national championship earlier this week. You may get to try new food at our International Tasters Fair. This is something where international students and faculty from around campus, they make food representing their country. And then students and others from the Jack State community, they get to walk around and taste it and just do a taste testing. That might be my favorite event that the Jacksonville State does yearly. And then being a part of community, and that means several different things. One is that you're spending time connecting with other people. One of my favorite communities is the International House, which you can see listed in the bottom right corner. This is a residence hall, so it's a place where you can actually live. And in this house, there's 20 American students and 20 international students, and they live together. And so you learn about all different types of cultures from around the world. You go on trips together, you learn dances from different cultures, you eat awesome food, as I mentioned with the Tasters Fair, and then you build really great relationships that carry over to after college as well. And it comes with a really big scholarship, which is nice. The second part of community is really having people who care about and support you. When I told my story at the beginning of those people saying, "Can I help you find something?" They had no idea if I was going to meet the president, going to the cafeteria, just trying to find a bathroom. They just want to help. And since I've been on campus, I found that to be true across the board. Whether you want to find the best job possible, go to more schooling like med school or law school, or just be like the best friend or spouse or parent you can be. There are people on campus and the resource on campus to help with that. Some of the resources for the class are for the classroom. Those would be things like tutoring services. Others are more focused on life after college. So that'd be the career advisement or alumni connection events. Some are personal health related, like the Recreation and Fitness Center we have on campus, which offers all sorts of opportunities. There's gyms, there's classes, both indoor and outdoor. The outdoor opportunities would be things like hiking or biking, canoeing, kayaking, that type of stuff. And then there are indoor and outdoor pools. With personal health, there's also counseling services available. We know that everybody's on a journey which is unique to them, and we just want to make sure that you're taken care of holistically, both in the classroom and outside of it. One thing I'd also consider a resource is how we try to help financially. So being in Alabama, for many of you are considered out of state. We technically do have an out-of-state tuition. However, if you get a scholarship of any type from us, then we waive the out-of-state fee. Our scholarships do start at a 2.0. Then the higher your GPA goes, the more money you get. So again, as long as you have a 2.0 or higher, you'll get some type of scholarship, and that'll waive the out-of-state fee, and you'll get more taken off for scholarships, other financial aid that you receive, that sort of thing. Our ultimate hope with that is we know Jack State is probably not the right fit for every single person. We think we are for a lot of people. But if you do feel like we're the right fit, we don't want finances to be the reason that you have to choose somewhere else. As I mentioned a couple of times, the people I met on campus who didn't know what my destination was, they were just willing to support me in the journey of getting there. So I want you to know that I'm that person for you. And so as you're going through this journey, please reach out. Come visit campus. If anything I said slightly piqued your interest today, then please let me know. I hope to play a small role in all the great things that you're going to do in the rest of your life. So with that said, I hope you all have a great evening.
Thank you so much. It was great getting to know more about your institution. Participants, if you have questions for any of our schools here tonight, please use that Q&A function and ask some questions during these presentations. They'll be more than happy to answer. Up next, we have Brewton-Parker College.
Hey everybody, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Beth, and I'm super excited to tell you a little bit more about our college. And so one of the questions that we ask, can y'all see my screen?
Yep, looks good from our end.
Okay, I just clicked through it and it didn't do anything.
Oh, now
Here
I
we
see
go.
a mouse.
There we go. Can you see my? All
Yep.
right, very good. Yes. Sorry about that. We tested it earlier. So, but anyway, so one of the things we look about college is, are you going to be in state? Or are you going to be out of state? As Brett said, that there's advantages for being in state. Tuition does tend to be a little bit cheaper and all of that. Being a private college, we don't actually have out of state tuitions. It's just one rate across the board. And for reference point, a little dot on the map there is we are about a little less than 2 hours straight west of Savannah, and about 3.5 hours south of Atlanta. But we are close to highways and interstates, so that even though we are in a little teeny tiny town out in the middle of nowhere, that we're still accessible, and it's easy to get out to other areas. One of the things we think about is like having a campus that feels like home. Like, we want to be the home that's away from home. And obviously one of the important factors of going to college is making sure that your career and your academic life is launched successfully when you leave here. So one of the things with college, the first question is, what do you want to study? And we have over 30 different degree programs. We're going to come back to that in just one second. But a question that I get asked a lot is, well, what if I don't know what I want to study? And that's okay. Like, you don't have to have it all figured out. We have a brand new student enrichment center that we make sure that we are meeting our students where they are every single place, from application to graduation. And so we've got career counseling, academic counseling, we have mental health counseling, and we also have tutoring at no cost to students. So what are concerns about college? What is it that goes through your mind when you're getting ready to choose where you want to go, what you want to do? Number one across the board, money. It always comes down to money. How am I going to afford college? Other ones are going to be meeting new people, being away from home. Am I going to like my roommates? Am I going to find people that are there like me? And so here at Brewton-Parker, as I said a second ago, we have an application to graduation process. We are there every single step of the way. Number two, we invest literally in our students. We are one of 2 institutions in the entire state of Georgia that offers a loan repayment assistance program. This is a no strings attached, no cost to students or family, where we help you pay back your student loans if you have to take out student loans. Number 3, we were listed by US News as one of the top 10 most diverse student bodies. We are a very small school, but we still represent about 30 different countries and about 22 different US states. So with that kind of approach, you'll meet people that are just like you, and you'll meet people that are brand new, bring experiences, enrichment to your life. And then one of the super cool things about our school is we have a 4-day class week. So it's a 3-day weekend every single weekend. That's fantastic for those that are a little bit further away from home. It gives you that chance maybe to take that spontaneous trip, or some people want to get extra studying, and some people want to get a job. And this just really allows the best academic school work life balance that we can give to our students, because that's so important for when you leave college. Here's a list of all of our different programs that we have. Our Bachelor of Science nursing program is our latest one. We actually just graduated our first nursing cohort. I'm super excited to bring a high-tech, state-of-the-art program to our students in this area. Certainly, it's a growing field. Different programs that we have, like with our business group, we do paid internships as part of that curriculum. Being such a small institution, our departments actually could work together sometimes. And last year, our criminal justice department, our psychology, they teamed up and they went to Atlanta and they actually got to sit in on a judicial session. So it's just a way of having that real life application. This is what I'm going for. What does it look like? Is this what I want to do? And be part of something that's really, really kind of cool. Another thing is that all of our professors, they're doctorate educated professors. We're not having TAs or adjuncts in the classroom. These are people, the top of their fields, that are developing one-on-one relationships with our students all throughout their program. So what is the requirements? Super easy. You guys are part of beta. I know you got this. So our minimum core GPA is going to be a 2.3. Any testing scores are not required. We do find that those students who test and test well tend to get higher academic scholarships, but it's not required. And this last academic year's average student GPA was about a 3.05 coming in. So tuition, let's talk about money. We pride ourselves on being very transparent on our tuition and everything else. And one of the things that Brett said, I actually had the exact same thing worded for myself, was we want to make sure that money is not the reason you don't come to our institution if you like what you see. Our annual tuition is about $20,000. Room and board is going to add about $9,000 on top of that. The state of Georgia average in-state tuition is about $10,000 per academic year. Out-of-state tuition is about $23,000 a year, and then private institutions, this nationally, is about $40,000 a year. So that you can see where that kind of puts us in there. But we want to make sure that everything is affordable. We have an admission scholarship that we grant on, based on eligibility, that's up to $9,000 plus that loan repayment assistance program that I told you guys. And thank you so much for your time. I hope to hear back from some of you. And if you have any questions, let me know.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Up next, we have Wesleyan College.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. My name is Tanisha Johnson, and I serve as the Director of Recruitment at Wesleyan College. I'm very excited to be with you tonight as a former Beta Club member. Congratulations for being a part of such an amazing club, and I hope that you continue this on even at the collegiate level. So listen, we are Wesleyan all-women's liberal arts school in Macon, Georgia, and we are focused on accelerating equality for women. We want women to know that they can go anywhere in the world, do whatever they want to do, boldly, confidently, beautifully. We're going to empower, equip, and educate them to do amazing things. So just some quick things while we're on today. And then if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me through email or phone call. Email is tjohnson@wesleyancollege.edu. and phone number is 478-757-2856. But accelerating equality for women, we are the first school in the world chartered to grant degrees for women. So we're excited about that. We own that. It won't change anytime soon. We are authentically, powerfully a women's college, and we're going to own that space. We educate women to do the extraordinary. We want women to know that they can literally go worldwide. Wesleyan women go worldwide. We develop leaders in every space, whether it's the classroom, the boardroom, or the operating room. We want women to know that they can lead. We are one of the most diverse liberal arts schools in the United States, right? 49% diversity rate with students of color, international students, students from all over the place. We want students to have an opportunity to learn in a diverse setting. Liberal arts benefits, we allow you to study broadly. We educate the whole student inside and outside of the classroom. We provide a competitive advantage. We don't just compare you for one thing, we prepare you for everything. Academics, 24 different majors, 37 different minors, lots of focus on business, biology, psychology, nursing, all sorts of things. We do have graduate programs, and if you stay with us one extra year through our 4+1 program, you're able to gain a graduate degree. So I encourage you to check out all the different programs we have. We even have a program that you can design yourself, right? So we have a free design program where we can kind of take courses from different majors, different schools, and build a program for you. Our Wesleyan classroom, small classroom size is 21 student faculty ratio. As you get more into your major, the smaller the classes get. We have undergraduate research opportunities. Our professors are committed to you. Our staff is committed to you from our president down, right? Our president is everywhere. She's at sporting events. She's actually right now at our athletics banquet talking with students. We invite students into your side of our home. We actually have a campus pet that is owned by our president. Lots of great things, but we make sure that we focus on the whole student. We have a dynamic student life, Center for Leadership Involvement, residential life. We focus on diversity, student clubs, faith and service, whatever it is that you think you might want out of a college, you're going to get it at Wesleyan College for our special ladies. Division III athletics, softball, soccer, volleyball, basketball, track, cross country, equestrian, and club, cheerleading, and dance. Division III means that we're not an athletic scholarship-driven sport, but we do give out a lot of academic scholarships that will make up for an athletic scholarship purpose. Our application process is easy. We need an application from you from our website or on Common App. We need a high school transcript with a 3.0 GPA. If you don't have a 3.0 GPA, we may need to see some test scores to work something out with you. Rolling admissions, that means every day we're admitting students into our college, no application fee. If you are paying to apply to Wesleyan, you're applying to the wrong Wesleyan. We are the only all-women's Wesleyan college in the United States. Listen, scholarships, premier, merit, talent. Upon your acceptance to Wesleyan College, we'll get a merit scholarship anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000. We have premier scholarships that can value all the way up to cost of attendance. And we have talent scholarship for our art, dance, theater students, things like that. We want you to connect with us, okay? Come visit our campus. We are beautifully historic in the great city of Macon, Georgia. We have preview days where we invite you to come visit us with other students. We can do one-on-one visits. We'd love to come meet you at a coffee shop, have dinner with you, take you to lunch to talk more about Wesleyan. We can also meet with you virtually. Cool thing, follow me on IG, WestCoMacon_Miss T. Again, IG is WestCoMacon_Miss T. You'll see all the cool things that's happening at Wesleyan College that I'm excited to share with you. I think that's a wrap for Wesleyan College. And if you have any questions later, you can drop them in the chat.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And that's a great reminder, participants, use that Q&A function, ask questions of all of our institutions here today. Up next, we have Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
All right, you able to see that?
Yep, looks good now.
Okay, all right, going to the next slide. Hi, I'm Eric Wilson from our Daytona Beach, Florida campus of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, and also in the chat helping out, and she might chime in, we'll see if she wants to, is Amy Pham from our Prescott, Arizona campus. So we do have those two residential campuses, and then we have a worldwide campus, which is online and small teaching centers. But just a little bit about our history, and while I've got that on the screen, I'll just mention kind of an overview. We are kind of like an institute of technology where we have a little bit more in the STEM related fields than not. But we definitely have other things. Basically, so we are the world's largest fully accredited college for anything space and aviation related. But we are also very strong and leaders in cybersecurity, security intelligence, FBI, CIA type stuff. Um, so that's kind of a little overview of what we're about. We are a private school. Again, we're in Daytona Beach, Florida, and Prescott, Arizona. The number of students varies a little bit at our two residential campuses, but the average class sizes are similar. And then the worldwide campus, like I said, that's online. And it is also, there are some small teaching centers. Some of them are abroad as well. So about the campuses, Daytona Beach, Florida is about a medium-sized town. We are not far from Orlando or Jacksonville. Those are two of the bigger cities within the area. And then we are about 5 miles from the ocean. So if you like to hang out on the beach or learn to surf or whatever you want to do, it's right there. And then our Prescott, Arizona campus is more of a small town. It is a very charming small town. It is not far from Phoenix, Sedona, Grand Canyon. If you are into hiking or anything outdoors, they've got some of the cleanest air in the nation, so that's definitely a good thing. And then our worldwide campus consistently ranks very highly for online. But again, there's the small teaching centers. Now with the two, the class sizes, like I said, are pretty similar and small. So another unique thing is, or not, maybe not unique, but I should say something that we do like to point out is all classes are taught by professors. So no grad students teaching undergrad or anything like that. We have 300 or more clubs and organizations, probably more than that at the two campuses. Anything from skydiving to video game clubs to academic and honors clubs. We've got fraternities and sororities. We've got newspaper, radio stations, student government. So I would say the two biggest things about Embry-Riddle that kind of are highlights, you could say, is we're extremely hands-on and lab-based. So the number of labs that we have, how advanced they are, and the access you have at the undergraduate level is almost unheard of. So really, really advanced. A lot of times it's the same stuff the industry itself is using. So if you like hands-on, you'll really enjoy it here. As you see, we get involved in a lot of competitions and there's a lot of opportunities for student projects. And then our other big highlight is a really high job placement rate. So we work very closely with the industry and we actually get their feedback regularly through industry advisory boards. And it's really paid off. We really, get feedback and try to find out exactly what needs to be taught or if we need to change anything or refine our program as we go. But we have a really high job placement rate and a lot of support for students preparing for their first interviews and job search. This is a sampling of some of the companies, but anything kind of in the space aviation technology field. It goes beyond that, some medical in some scenarios. There's forensics, there's business like forensic accounting, but also the other types of forensics. So a lot of great opportunities. We are very diverse and very geographically diverse, so we're very happy about that. And we have students from 90 or more countries and all 50 states. We have athletics. The Daytona Beach campus is NCAA and the Arizona campus is NAIA, and both of those allow for scholarships. So that is an opportunity to help possibly fund your education. We have 4 ROTC options, so that is also kind of unique. We have really strong Air Force and Army at both campuses. But if you want ROTC or you want to go into the military as an officer after college, then this is a great way to do it. And there's also a lot of funding through that as well. All right, these are our 5 colleges at the 2 campuses. And I would say for the most part, we offer most of what we offer at both campuses. That's kind of an awkward way of saying it, but there are some programs that are unique to one or the other, but most of what we do offer is at both. Aerospace engineering is at both. We have the top for that, or one of the very top. And the piloting is the same at both, pretty much. So a lot of overlap, but there are some small variances. So these are some notable programs, but like let's say you want to work for FBI CIA, there's global security intelligence, there's cybersecurity, there's computer science with cybersecurity, there's global conflict studies. There's a lot of ways to get involved in that. And then, like I said, anything space and aviation related, air traffic control, aeronautical science is the actual piloting program. All right, and if you want to apply, feel free to take down this code or contact us in admissions and we can provide you with a code. But you can apply online in the fall of your senior year, maybe around June, and that's right towards the beginning of your senior year. And then we start reviewing typically in September. So send in your transcript. SAT or ACT is optional. If you feel like it accurately represents you, then send it in. It could help. And then there's these other items if you want to give us more context about your situation. We'll take all that into consideration. And then for funding, there's merit-based, so everyone's automatically considered for academic scholarships. There's
I do
assistance with
apologize.
the
We are at
FAFSA.
our,
What's that?
I apologize. We are at our time for this.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, that's all I had for you, so thanks so much.
Thank you. Yes, we'll have more information in the chat for you. And students, if you still have more questions or wanted more information, please use that Q&A function, and we'll be happy to answer those questions. Up next, we have Virginia Wesleyan University.
Good evening. I am Dr. Jill Sturtz from Virginia Wesleyan University. I'm the Assistant Dean for the Batten Honors College at Virginia Wesleyan. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Honors College and a little bit about Virginia Wesleyan University as a whole. We are located in Virginia Beach, Virginia. We're about a private 300-acre park-like campus with less than 3,000 students. Over 90% of our faculty have terminal degrees, and we take a lot of pride in the fact that we conduct a lot of research with our students. We have the opportunity to take a pretty significant role in mentoring them, advising them, and just generally collaborating across campus and with other colleagues as well. With regard to the Batten Honors College, bring in 40 first-year students each year, 20 of which are on a full tuition scholarship, and 20 are on a nearly 3/4 tuition scholarship. So there are opportunities for fully funded educations through the Honors College. And we function on 3 main pillars. That's environmental stewardship, global engagement, and leadership. Here you can see our mission. We recruit high-achieving students and prepare them to be problem solvers who are strategic thinkers and are environmentally conscious. Through the Honors College, every student has the opportunity to spend 1 semester in an immersive global residency program, meaning they are funded to study abroad. As far as majors and minors and a little bit about the academics, we have over 70 areas of study. Our courses are 4 credits, which is a little different than most institutions. 3 credits are more traditional, and then we have an extra credit that is has something with it, right? Whether it is practical experience or other areas in which students can enhance their education. Within the Honors College, any honors students can pursue any academic program. We have multiple ways to be engaged on campus. I've listed here some of our traditions. We have a full schedule of intramural sports, opportunities for civic engagement, newspaper, student government association, we have one main theater production every semester, and a brand new, well, I guess it's a few years old now, but a really fantastic performing arts center. To give you some demographics of the Honors College, as I mentioned, we bring in 40 per year, so that's 160 total. We're looking at an average GPA of 4.15, and we represent 26 states and 11 countries. So we have international student population, and we're really diverse related to the makeup of the Honors College. This information that you see here is again specific to the Baton Honors College. The students live in a residential living learning community, so they're all living together in townhouses, and like I mentioned before, there are many opportunities for civic engagement. I mentioned the global residency opportunity and the full tuition in nearly 3/4. To give a brief overview of the requirements to remain in the Honors College, it's a 3.0 grade point average or higher in honors and all coursework. And then we also have a general education curriculum, which is focused on sustainability, global citizenship, and leadership. Within the global residency, we've had students in multiple countries, as you see here: Japan, Ghana, Morocco, Greece, Finland, Estonia, Austria, Spain, UK, Ireland, Costa Rica. So we have really extensive opportunities for students to really intellectually grow. And this generally happens in the second or third year of study. You can see here through this video just some clips from several different experiences that our students have had. And we also have a pretty extensive internship opportunities for students. The Virginia Aquarium and Marine Science Center, Chrysler Museum of Art, Norfolk Admirals. We also have a partnership with the Washington Internship Institute. So multiple opportunities that way for students. And we also have some opportunities just in terms of some signature experiences within the Honors College that students can partake in.
Jill, we are at our time. I apologize.
Okay, super. Thank you so much. I will end on that note. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you so much. Yes, if participants, if you have any questions, please feel free, put those in the Q&A. We still definitely have time for those. And last but not least, tonight we have Southern University at New Orleans.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jada Bodwin. I am the Associate Director of Admissions Recruitment Transfer Services at Southern University at New Orleans. Of course, as you all know, we're located in the heart of New Orleans, Louisiana, probably roughly 10-15 minutes from downtown New Orleans. All right, here we go. So university achievements are part of our historically Black college and university system in the world. So we are a part of a Southern system. So SUBR, Southern University at Baton Rouge, is one of our partner systems. However, we're located in New Orleans location. We're #1 affordable college university in Louisiana. We're the only HBCU and university in Louisiana to have forensic science as a degree option and the only one to offer cybersecurity. So we have several colleges and majors that we do offer. The ones that are asterisk are 100% online only programs if students were interested in doing online only. I know a lot of students want to get that experience and come on campus initially. Our most newest programs will be nursing and cybersecurity, but our most popular programs for Southern University at New Orleans will be the criminal justice and social work programs. So we do have residential life, and so we have apartments instead of dorm rooms, and the apartments comes in 3 styles. So we have the 4, which is a quad, and you get 2 bathrooms with that. You have the 2 bedroom with 1 bath, and then you have the 1 bedroom with the 1 bath. So we do have residential life available to students who are interested in commuting to New Orleans to come to college. So very affordable tuition, in-state $74.90, out-of-state is $13,384. With room and board, it comes to about $10,490. So very affordable tuition for individuals who are interested in Southern University at New Orleans. And all of our fees are located on our website. They are subject to change year by year, but this is our current fees for room and board and tuition at the moment. So we do offer scholarships as well. And so one of the scholarship opportunities is the out-of-state fee waiver. And so if you have a 3.0, you can submit an application to apply for a fee waiver. So then we go ahead on and afford you the opportunity to waive the out-of-state fee at that time. But you do have other options that you all can apply for if you meet the GPA and ACT or SAT criteria. You can apply for those additional scholarships, which is also posted on our website. So these are just some pictures of student life. And so students moving into housing, we have a cheer team, dance team. We have a coronation court that kind of partners with the whole system, and everyone gives this big old fancy ball every year. We vote for individuals who are participants at the college, university, to be Miss Suno, Miss Sophomore, Miss Freshman, etc. And then everybody have to attend each person's event. They dress up with these nice, beautiful gowns and have a good old time. And so that's what you see here, which is our previous queen. So that's student life. We also have the Divine Nine on campus. So you do have the Greek life as well, if anyone was interested in Greek life. See, these are some of the organizations and clubs that we do have: academic clubs, our social Greek organizations, and special interest organizations that anyone may be interested in. We have athletics right now. We have basketball for men and women. We have baseball. We are working on track and field for 2025 for men and women, but we have volleyball and we have the intramural sports. And so if you are interested in any of those are the options that we do have. We are in AIA. So if you're interested in any of those sports, you can check that out as well on our website. So steps to apply for admissions, you can apply through Common App, the Common Black Common App, or you can apply directly through our website. If you do directly through our website, it's a $25 application fee. However, we do accept fee waivers. 2.0 GPA requirement is what you need to apply. We are a test optional university. We only accept test scores for placement purposes to ensure if you need a remedial or correct class. And it is used for if you was to apply for any scholarship opportunities. Lastly, you can follow us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, X, which used to be Twitter, and YouTube to check out any of our programming or to see what type of activities we may have going on. I didn't put this on a slide, but we also have an opportunity if you are interested in visiting the campus. You can go to the website and schedule a campus tour by clicking on campus tours and finding a time and date that's convenient for you and your family to come and visit the campus. And we welcome you all with open arms. And thank you for allowing Southern University at New Orleans to present today.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our presenters here today. It's always great getting to know more about your institutions. We do have just a couple of brief minutes left before we end for some Q&A. So I'll ask everyone to come back on screen and we can go ahead with some Q&A. All right. So our question for this evening is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? You help students with this day in and day out. What kind of nuggets of wisdom would you like to share? We'll go in the same order, starting with Jacksonville State University.
Yeah, for sure. I would say obviously do your research, but don't make assumptions. If you have something you see a question about or have a concern about, just reach out. We all have people like ourselves at every institution who are here to answer your questions and want to make sure you're clear. So if you see a school you kind of like but have a concern, just reach out to us and please ask instead of making assumptions about it.
All right, next is Brewton-Parker.
Yeah, my advice is don't be afraid to ask questions, and that can be with your guidance counselor, your parents, people that you know that might already be in college, your college, admissions recruiter. And it's okay not to know everything. And it's, but at the same time, if you do know what you want to do or what you want to pursue, make sure you are doing your homework. Look at what who's leading the field, where did they go? Anything that captures your interest, even if it's a personal interest, even if it's not academic or career related, research it and find out where the pioneers that have come before you, what they've done.
I would say interview us like we're interviewing you. Your college decision is one of the biggest decisions you're ever going to make in your life, and you're making it at 18 years old. Your college admissions process is an interview. You want to fit, just like we want you to fit. And it's okay if you don't fit. So your admissions counselor, we're passionate about this. We get paid to do this. We want you to fit in and have a great time at college, but you also need to make sure you feel the fit as well. So it's okay if you tell us no. We want a yes, but it's okay if you tell us no. So make sure you're interviewing us as well. Ask questions. Come visit our campus, eat in our dining halls. If there's an overnight stay that you participate in, do that as well. But make sure it's a two-way street of an interview process when you're going through this admissions process.
On that note of it being a two-way interview streak process, once you narrow it down to your final few, I highly recommend you to take that time and effort to go out to the campus itself to check it out before you finalize your decision, because everything that you see on paper and in the marketing materials and what you hear from us counselors may not align with what you are expecting. And so definitely check out the campus, talk to current students, talk to alumni, talk to the professors on campus during your visit to get the full picture.
And I would agree with all of those pieces of advice, and staying along those same lines. I would encourage you to talk to current students, and don't be afraid to ask current students questions about what it's like to be a student and maybe what the challenge was or a joy, right? Don't be afraid to ask those important questions of the people who are, close to your same age, or, in the space that you're going to be in next year.
Yes, I agree with everything everyone else said. The only advice I would probably give for someone going through the college search is to narrow down exactly what your passion is, what you actually want to do, and kind of break those things down. And it doesn't have to be one thing. It can be maybe 1, 2, or 3. And then narrow down your search based on if those schools offer what you're looking for, what part of the state you want to be in. And then you can kind of work from there and start asking those more in-depth questions to kind of get a feel about where you really want to go or what may be more ideal for you.
Absolutely. That's all great advice. I always like to mention to stay organized. You heard from 6 wonderful schools that had different dates and deadlines, scholarships, opportunities. Keep a spreadsheet, a notes app, paper and pen, whatever works for you. Just keep it organized. Have like a dedicated email for this process, or at least like your nice professional sounding email that you check regularly, that doesn't have spam going to it, to keep yourself organized so you don't miss these dates and deadlines, or working with these wonderful individuals. So that is all the time that we have for tonight. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us. Thank you to all of our institutions for sharing more about your wonderful colleges and universities. I love doing these. I always want to visit all of them after this, and I hope that many of you students get a chance to visit these institutions. So thanks again for joining us. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions that are happening right after this one. You'll be able to find this session recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/national beta. That's strivescan.com/national beta. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and best of luck on your college search process. Have a good evening.